And it is the greatest feeling on earth. It's like everything ugly has suddenly become beautiful, and there's good in everything. And how can anything be wrong if you're in love? I don't understand these people who don't love. It's like, how can you live without love in your life? I'll tell you how. In bitterness and resentment, these people don't even understand that something is missing. That's tragic. I feel sorry for them. It's been 3 months. Well, 3 months, 2 days and 2 hours, but who's counting? And the first time I saw her, I knew. And the more I learnt about her, the more I fell for her. You have to understand that I'm not the kind of guy that just goes around saying things that he doesn't mean. So if I tell you that loving her, it makes me love myself more, then that is the God's honest truth. Gina. I'm in love with Gina. When I tell people, they laugh, or sometimes they don't believe me because it's a little bit unusual. I've never been in love before, but then how could I have been if I hadn't met her yet? It's like I was saving myself. It wasn't a conscious decision, but I mean, I've had girlfriends before, don't get me wrong, and they were nice enough, well-meaning, but there was always something that didn't click, just something that wasn't quite right. It was just too much nagging and too much self-consciousness, and I just don't have that with Gina. My mum, she always used to say to me that I was too sensitive to be a bloke, that I should have been a woman. I'd have made a great woman, but I suppose that means that I probably would have been a lesbian or otherwise I was just been asexual. We don't actually have sex, but that doesn't mean that I haven't thought about it. A lot. I wonder what she's doing right now. I'm sure she's thinking of me. I'm thinking of her. I mean, obviously, it's all I ever seem to do. It's all that's in my head. And we'll be together soon. But for now, she's in here. Gina's family, they don't like me very much. But that'll change, it has to. They just have to understand that I don't mean any harm. And, just have to accept the way I feel about her. And there's no reason why they shouldn't come around. I used to be really good friends with her brother, Tom. I mean, really very good friends, actually. We went to university together. I write her poems. And, if I had a guitar, I'd write her songs too. But I can't show them to anyone because, they're too personal, they're too sensitive. They're just for me and Gina. And I don't think that anyone would really understand it but us. I mean, I showed the first one I ever wrote to Tom, and see, that's where everything started to go wrong. And I don't hate him. I'm too grateful for that. Without Tom, I never would have met Gina. But I just wish everything had turned out better. We met for the first time on the 25th of June. It was a Sunday afternoon. And I'd heard lots about her. Tom had told me lots. We'd never actually met before because she lived in Bristol and we were in Oxford. I remember Tom that afternoon. God, he was livid. But he'd invited me along for moral support. And I'd never been to a funeral before. And I never expected to fall in love at one, especially not in a million years like this, but I did. And it was instantaneous. she was so beautiful. She said, lips as red as cherries and skin as pure as milk, eyes closed with this peaceful contentment. And everything about her, it just said love. I told Tom the next day, and he laughed, and then he burst into tears. I showed him my poem, and he hit me. And now I'm here, and it's not that bad. I just smile and I swallow. I think of Gina.